So here we are live at the Livonia Rec Center for Game 3 of the Michigan Ball Hockey A Finals between Balls of Steel in black and the Nordiques in blue. Cam Wolford getting his equipment on in goal for Balls of Steel. Kenny Zwankowski in goal, way down at the other end for the Nordiques. Josh Smith, Brandon McCullough on the draw. Here's Brandon McCullough. Centers. It goes past Colin Helmrich. Martinko to Helmrich. Showing that speed again are the Nordiques. Smith to Brandon McCullough. Brandon McCullough spins around, shot wide. On the other side is Josh Smith. Smith tried to get it over to Ryan McCullough. That was taken away. Mark Roberts, shot blocked. He's got another opportunity here. Roberts. Josh Smith. Wrist shot gets through to the middle. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Looks like we are going to have a delay game penalty on Mark Robert. That's tough. That's a tough break early on. You go from having a good shift in the offensive zone to being shorthanded. We'll see if Balls of Steel can kill this off. Ralph Sabatini to drop between Will Bromley and Brandon McCullough. Ryan McCullough off the boards to Brandon. Brandon around Gil Bromley. Brandon still with it. Centers to Martell. Martell couldn't get the shot. Martell working against Gil Bromley. Huge size difference there for sure. Colin Helmrich to Will Bromley into the middle from Martell. Martell gave it away to Ryan McCullough. McCullough shot. Good save. Rebound is there, but Martinko gets there. Here's Helmrich. Helmrich. Shot. Good glove save by Wolford. All the way down the floor by DeVos. 13:50 to play. We got about a minute left in the power play. A little less than a minute. There's Martinko. Martinko centers it. Helmrich one-handed. Oh, and he didn't put it in. Wolford got a piece of it, and it just laid there in the crease. Ryan McCullough knocked it away. Here's Helmrich again. Good position to make that save was Wolford, and he did. Helmrich. Martell chasing him down. DeVos. Helmrich is looking for... He's going to have Walker, and he couldn't get it through. DeVos knocked it away. Backhand shot along the ground by Walker, and that nearly caught Wolford, who looked a little uncomfortable making that stop. It's a good stop, though. Good kick save. And this has got to be just about over. I think we have 3 seconds left in the penalty kill. And if that's the case, then the Balls of Steel player will have to stay on the drop. On the drop, he'll come out. Ryan McCullough. Johnny Cervani. Cervani behind the net to Mats Olsen. Olsen out front of his own net. All the way down the floor, and that'll be an icing. Walker and Brandon McCullough on the faceoff, controlled by the Nordiques. But McCullough dragged it up front of... Uh-oh, here's Umar Khan. Umar Khan walking in, off the post, off the pad, and it still sat there. Bart DeVos, shot, nice stop. Gronkowski flashing the leather. Johnny Cervani to Will Bromley. Kept in by Delgado. Opportunity here for Kahn again. Kahn. Pass is over, but it's taken away by Ryan McCullough. McCullough. Wrist shot. Goes wide. Kept in by McCullough with a baseball swing. McCullough. Still with it. Out front to Brandon McCullough. Those two had some words last game. Here's Smith. Here's our Umar Khan. Umar Khan's already had 2 great chances this game. This time he's forced into the corner by Delgado. Olsen. It's to Will Bromley. Back to Cervani at the point. Cervani makes one move, centered it, and good play by Delgado to make sure Khan couldn't tap that in as it was centered through the crease. Ryan McCullough to Josh Smith. Smith. Wrist shot high, easily gloved by Swankowski. You can see the Nordiques are definitely getting the better chances in this game. They have had a power play, but even factoring for that, the Nords, when they do get in, are coming in with speed and they're coming in with numbers. Will Bromley gets it back to Gil Bromley. Back to Will. Will to Martinko. Martinko steered away by Wolford. Martinko behind the net. Watched by Mark Robert. Martinko to the point to Helmerts. Back to Martinko. Martinko dragged it up front. Shot. 2 saves by Wolford. And then he held on to the second one. No rebound. We'll have a face-off. And again, I don't know if anybody's tracking the shots, but right now I would say that the Nordiques are leading in the shot department. Mark Robert. Gil Bromley. Martinko. Robert taken away. Here's Bart DeVos. DeVos. Long shot, just missed. On the other side, Smith put it wide. Helmerts behind his net. Helmerts to Martinko. Martinko into the middle. Over the stick of Will Bromley. Mark Robert now. Watched by Will Bromley, and he gave it up to Gil Bromley. Gil, the Will. Back to the point to Helmerts. Helmerts shot. Shoulder save by Wolford. Good play by Robert to make sure Gil Bromley wasn't there on the rebound. Here's Will Bromley. Wrist shot over the net. Martinko's going to get to this ball first. Smith, good work. Bit of a dangerous push from behind. Will Bromley trying to make a move around Ryan McCullough. Didn't work. Ryan McCullough held scoreless in the first game, the leading scorer during the regular season. Managed to beat Ken Zwankowski with a low wrist shot. He fought through a check from Will Bromley. Bromley got in 3 or 4 hacks on him, on the stick. Pretty close to being fair, I'd say. And Ryan fought through it. And then left-hand shot on the left wing beat Zwankowski with a wrist shot. So it's 1-0, balls of steel here in game 3. 6:56 to play in the first period. That's kind of a surprise considering all the chances at the other end to see that goal go in. Swankowski's a little bit mad at himself after that one. Here's Johnny Cervani. Cervani centered it. Knocked away by Ryan McCullough. Ryan McCullough up with Bart. Bart and Brandon also out there. Bart's going to take a long shot. That's deflected. Goes up high. Behind the net. Good work by the McCulloughs behind the net. Here's Ryan McCullough out front. Backhand shot. And Kenny Zwankowski will go down and make sure that's smothered. Olsen and McCullough. Here's Ryan Walker. Ryan Walker makes a move out to Umar Khan. Umar makes another move, but he just couldn't put it into the net. Missed the net. Wolford did a good job taking that shot away from him. Brandon McCullough working the boards. McCullough over to DeVos. DeVos, long shot. Blocker saved by Zwankowski, goes into the corner, Mats Olsen. Can't get it out, good play by McCullough. Ryan McCullough. Shot deflected by Bart DeVos, and here comes Ryan Walker against Delgado. Delgado tries to set up Khan, doesn't work. Brandon McCullough now. As the balls of steel change, Martel comes onto the floor. Brandon McCullough to Martel, Martel still has it, Martel shot! Good stop, pad saved by Zwankowski. Mats Olsen behind the net, or into the corner. Martinko, probably the craftiest forward of this Nordiques team. Mark Robert gets it up and all the way down the floor. That's coming back on ice. Olsen, fanned on it. Bromley, centered it. What a stop. I don't think he even saw it. Another chance for Cervani. Two good saves by Wolford there on great chances for Cervani, who's got a heavy stick. Martinko lost the handle on it. Ryan McCullough up to Josh Smith. Smith. Martel behind the net. Oh. Here's Will Bromley. Bromley scores! One to one, 3:13 to play in the first period. That was a good pass. I can't remember who made that pass, but it was a good pass to Will Bromley to spring him for the breakaway, and he made no mistake. Quick shot. Caught him on the blocker side. The only question I'd have there, if I'm balls of steel, is what happened to Martel behind the net to make him go down like that. 1 to 1, and that might be the goal the Nords needs to sort of relax a little bit, because they've dominated this game, but you can see them sort of tightening up after that goal. DeVos lost the handle on it. Good takeaway there, and here comes Martinko. Martinko, good stop. No rebound. Key there for Wolford. Ryan Walker gave it away. Ryan McCullough trying to get through two guys. Doesn't quite work for him, but he does get it out front to DeVos. DeVos' shot goes wide. Here's Ryan McCullough shot. Nice save by Zwankowski. Got a glove on him. A giveaway there by Olsen. Oh, and Ryan McCullough gave it right back away, this time to Martinko. Martinko, long shot, kicked away. Wolford. Delgado, fanned on the first attempt. Gets it on the second attempt to Bart DeVos. DeVos watched by Martinko. Gets it up the middle to Smith. Smith with some speed. Smith comes in. Good save by Zwankowski. Smith had a full head of speed. It was a good pass from Bart DeVos. And Smith just sliced right through the defense, who didn't know how to handle his speed. 1 minute left to play here in the first period. We have a 1-1 tie in Game 3 between the Nords and Balls of Steel. DeVos on the faceoff gets it back to Ryan McCullough. Long shot, good stop by Swankowski. Will Gilbromley behind the net. Gives it to Ryan Walker. Walker tries to go back for him. Doesn't work. Ryan McCullough gets it over to DeVos. DeVos! Good save. DeVos had the game-winning goal in the shootout in Game 1. That's going to be flooring. 20 seconds. Wolford, they're trying to hurry this up to get a late face-off. DeVos is going to try to win this back to McCullough. Doesn't work. Goes into the corner. 7 seconds left. That's right, baby. It's lonely in here. So, at the end of one period, Balls of Steel 1, Nordiques 1. So we're about to start the second period. Tied out 1. Balls of Steel and the Nordiques. Game 3. Winner takes all in the Michigan Ball Hockey A-League Sunday Morning Championships. Starting in this period for the Nordiques, Jeff Martinko, Umar Khan, Colin Helmrich, Johnny Cervani, and of course goalie Kenny Swankowski. On the other side, you've got Ryan McCullough, who's moved up back up to forward. He's taking the face-off. Nick Martell, Brandon McCullough, Mark Robert, and Cam Wolford in goal. Brandon McCullough can't get it out. Martell gains the line. Puts it up front. Johnny Cervani working against Brandon McCullough. Good takeaway there. Brandon McCullough turns it around, still has possession. Ryan McCullough. It's to Brandon. Brandon couldn't hold on to the pass. Wrist shot. Ryan McCullough with Brandon. Ryan shot. Blocked. Blocked by Umar. Gets it through. Here's Brandon McCullough at the side of the net. Mark Roberts chipped away by Cervani. Nick Martell knocks it down, and he's going to bring it in. Martell behind the net to Brandon McCullough. Gets it back to Martell. Martell has a couple guys at the point. Mark Roberts. Oh, wasn't the best pass there, and Umar Khan will just clear it down. He's tired. Good shift, though, for Balls of Steel to start the second period. Ryan McCullough against Johnny Cervani. McCullough, shot, just missed. McCullough has some room. Shot. Took that extra second to try to handle that ball, and that cost him a chance at a clean shot. Here's Helmrich. Helmrich to Martinko, but that didn't work. Oh, nice save by Wolford on Johnny Cervani. Taken away here by Martinko. Martinko, shot. And it looks like Cam Wolford made that stop. I couldn't tell about the crowd in front of the net. Ryan Walker at the side of the net. Good save by Wolford, and the rebound, Will Bromley sent it just wide. Here's Bart DeVos. DeVos with a little bit of room. DeVos tried to center and fanned on it. Mats Olsen comes back the other way. Olsen stops. Wrist shot. Stopped by Wolford. Loose ball. No goal. He blew that off, I think. That's the old Sarsakov whistle. Tim Domzalski blew that down a little bit early. Happens to all the refs. And in that instance, it might have cost a goal for the Nordiques. Ryan McCullough, watched by Walker. Puts it up to Smith, but Smith couldn't catch up to it. Bart DeVos trying to keep it in. Oh! Bart didn't mean that. Nice save there by Wolford. DeVos just flattened Walker. Honestly, they were just both going in the opposite direction right towards each other. And the 6'4" DeVos got the better of the 5'10" or 5'11" Walker. Nice save by Wolford. Pad save on Olsen. Ryan McCullough. McCullough can't get it out. Kept in. And this time, Olsen gave it away to McCullough. McCullough to Bart DeVos. Tavares. Shot's blocked. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, to be honest with you. It looked like he was trying to pass that across. McCullough can't keep it in. Still has it. McCullough. Oh, nearly stolen by Walker. Here's Josh Smith. Smith. Ball's bouncing around a lot right now. Nobody can get it to settle down when they need to fire it. DeVos. DeVos tries the wraparound, doesn't quite work. DeVos, slap shot. It's in his feet. DeVos still with it. Shot goes wide. Here's Josh Smith. Smith. Smith to Ryan McCullough. McCullough centers it. Nice save. It's a loose ball. Blankowski with a good stop. That was the best chance Balls of Steel have had in this period, really. Wolford came way out. Martel working against Will Bromley. Mats Olsen goes into the corner. Olsen versus Will Bromley again. Ryan Walker. Walker. Oh, that's not Walker, that's all Olsen. Now this is Walker over here. Olsen into the corner. Gil Bromley to Martinko to Olsen. Olsen shot wide. Over on the other side. This is going to give Martel just a little bit of room, but he doesn't get it out. He kicked it up to himself and lost the handle on it. Here's Olsen. Nice save by Wolford. It's all Nordiques right now. Here's Helmrich. Shot. Another stick save there by Wolford. And that's going to get out. No ice. No ice. Here's Johnny Cervani. Helmrich. Umar Khan. Trying to beat Delgado. Didn't work, so it goes into the corner. Khan. Backhanded to Martel. Martel working against McCullough. Couldn't find any room. Now he does. And here's Martel. Martel with some speed, but that wild wrist shot passed to nobody. Off the glass all the way on the other side. Helmrich. Ryan McCullough couldn't get it past Umar Khan. Umar Khan comes back the other way. Brandon McCullough makes sure he couldn't get to the net with the ball. Here comes Bart DeVos. Working against Colin Helmrich. DeVos spins away. Makes a little bit of room for himself. He's got two guys watching him. Martinko intercepts that pass. Goes all the way to Khan. Khan coming in on a breakaway shot. Good pad save by Wolford on a breakaway. Brandon McCullough. Brandon McCullough tried to get over to DeVos. The bounce pass bounced over his stick. DeVos. Martinko tries to get it over the other side. The side of the net. Will Bromley with a couple hacks at it. Good steal by Ryan McCullough. Passes it up in the air to his brother Brandon, who knocks it down. Brandon working against Silvani. Goes back to the point. Nobody there. And that shot was taken before they cleared the zone, so that faceoff will come all the way down. Right now, it kind of looks like Balls of Steel are hanging on. They did have that one good chance out front of the net. Will Bromley tried to shoot off that faceoff, but it didn't work for him. Here's Josh Smith. Walker. Over the other side to Will Bromley. Gets it over to Colin Helmrich. Wrist shot. Nice stop. Loose ball. Scooped up by Wolford. 7:03 left to play. In the second period, we have a 1-1 tie. Walker. Martel gets it back to Anjanette Rieger Delgado. She gave it up to Ryan Walker, sent it out front, taken away by Smith. Smith now, but lost the handle on it. Goes back to Silvani at the point. Delgado back behind the net, into the corner. She plays it around, knocked away by Wolford, right out front. Here's Johnny Silvani. Silvani comes into the middle, gets to Will Bromley, scores! Will Bromley from Silvani. Actually, that wasn't Silvani. Oh, yeah, it was. It was Silvani. Well, Balls of Steel had two chances to clear that ball out, and 2 times they failed. And that's what cost them. 2-1 here. Nordiques lead. 5:34 to play in the second period. Balls of Steel need an answer sooner than later. Blankowski just sits on that one, make sure it doesn't. There's no rebound there for Bart DeVos, who is charging in. DeVos wins it back to Robert. Again, they're trying to force these passes that aren't there. Here's Smith. Smith scores! What a goal by Josh Smith! At the side of the net. 2-2. That's exactly what Balls of Steel needed to stay in this game, because the Nords had dominated the last 10 minutes. Really, the whole period. Ryan McCullough. Shot on net. There's Mats Olsen. Olsen. Martinko back to Olsen. All the way over for Will Bromley. Will Bromley back at the point for Gil Bromley. That's offside. There's Smith. Smith to Bart DeVos. DeVos works his way around Bromley. DeVos tries a wraparound. And Martinko now for the Nords. Will Bromley, watched by Robert. Bromley centered it, but it went to Ryan McCullough. McCullough now. McCullough, wrist shot. Good stop by Zwankowski. Rebound. Good play by McCullough to get there, but a good save by Zwankowski to keep this game 2-2. You can see that goal gave the Buzzers still a little bit of life. They were kind of flailing there for a little bit. Martinko now on the faceoff against Brandon McCullough. In the Nord zone. Martinko and McCullough battling for that ball. Martell can't get around Olsen. Martell to Ryan McCullough, to Brandon McCullough. Brandon McCullough scores! Well, you couldn't see that because I had the zoom on, but that was a great play. Good play by Ryan McCullough to get it over to Martell, to get it to Brandon, and Brandon just came in and made a great move to his backhand. And Buzzard Steel is 3-2. Those are the kind of chances you don't see the Nords giving up very often. Brandon McCullough. Here's Nick Martell. Martell to Ryan McCullough. Nice move by McCullough. Loose ball, and Brandon was all alone in front of the net. Here's Helmrich. Wrist shot, good stop by Wolford. Martell. He just gets it out here, and Helmrich will chase it down. He'll pass it over to Ryan Walker. Walker carries it over the line. Walker makes his way around Rieger, but McCullough gets there. McCullough hits a piece of fitness equipment on the wall, doesn't get it out. Here's Helmrich. Loose ball at the side of the net. Walker's going to get there. Walker. Wrist shot goes all the way across and out of play. 1:22 left to play here in the second period. 3-2 Buzzard Steel lead. DeVos against Will Bromley on the faceoff. Bromley versus McCullough. Bromley comes away with it. He centered it. Kahn with a great opportunity and a good stop there by Wolford. And here's Bart DeVos on the other side. DeVos. That play is ruled offside. 42 seconds left to play in the period. .23 seconds left. The ball is dropped. The Nords have control. Ryan McCullough brought it into the zone but couldn't control it. Goes to Umar Khan. 10 seconds left. Centered it. Cervani was there, but the pass wasn't. There's Will Bromley. Shots blocked by Rieger. And we are going to the third period with the Buzzard Steel having a 1-0 lead on the Nordiques in Game 3, the deciding game of the Michigan Ball Hockey A-League Finals. And we're about to go get the trophy now. Good period, guys. I thought you guys were dead there for a little bit. What happened to Joey?
Yeah, get off. Don't quit. Get back. Even if you're back in Arizona, still helps. Hey, they're going to come. We keep playing the game. We get that damn ball out of our ball first.
That's what they're playing for. So here we go, third period, game 3. Playing for the cup. Smith, who scored that game-tying goal, Martinko right off the face-off. Comes charging in, shot wide. Watched by Robert. Will Bromley. Expect a full court press here from the Nordiques. Bart DeVos gets it out. Carries it into the corner. DeVos spinning around. He's liable to do that for 16 minutes if you let him. Working the corners. Bart DeVos still with it. DeVos, court shot. Just missed. And there's a chance for Robert, he just missed. Bad angle shot there, I guess, was gloved off by Zwankowski. Yep. Pulling out of his glove. So the first minute is in the books. 15 left to go here in the third period. Balls of Steel lead by 1. Robert can't keep it in. Ryan McCullough, make sure he gets it out. Knocked out of the air by Ryan McCullough. Bart DeVos all the way down the floor. He'll go off for a change. Martell comes on. Martinko. Shot. Loose ball! And Mats Olsen bangs home the rebound. We have a 3-3 tie. A little more than 2 minutes left, 2 minutes into the period. And we are all tied up at 3. Mats Olsen from Martinko. A long shot from the point was low and it spun off the pad of Wolford. And Martinko got there first. Or Olsen got there first, made no mistake. Chipped it with a backhander into the corner. Rieger to McCullough. McCullough dumps it in. Brandon McCullough chases. Rieger into the corner. Goes all the way back. Here's Gil Bromley. Long shot, loose ball. Brandon McCullough. He's got his brother Ryan. Ryan with some room. Shot. Nice save by Zwankowski. He hasn't been open like that very often this game. Martel. Martel. Loose ball out front of the net, and Zwankowski will knock it down. Gil Bromley over around the other side. Goes all the way down for icing. The next goal is a big one. First game of this series went to a shootout. The second game was won 4-1 by the Nordiques. Game 3 is tied 3-3. Umar Khan. Good play by Rieger to make sure he didn't get it clean. There was a one-time attempt for Walker, and he got the shot off, but he didn't get a good one. Knocked down by Umar Khan. Knocked away by Rieger. Smith. Or Haley, I mean. I've been calling him Smith all game. Khan, out front of the net. Can't drag it out front. Loose ball, and Wolford will hang on. Sorry about that, Josh. I've been calling you Smith all game, I think. DeVos on the face-off versus Bromley. Bromley gets it back to the point. Knocked down. Ryan McCullough to Haley. Haley pushed from behind. And here's Cervani. Cervani shot wide. Haley wanted a call, and you know what? He had a good argument. He took a couple steps after that. Long shot. That's on net. Gil Bromley working against DeVos. DeVos watches him into the corner. Back to the point. Here's Helmert. Helmert to Cervani. Ball spun away from him. Cervani. Cervani right through the slot. Martinko was there, but it was up in the air. Martinko back on the other side to Cervani. One quick move. Gets it out front. It's a loose ball. Haley behind the net to Ryan McCullough. McCullough, long, all the way into the other side for Bart DeVos. DeVos now. In the corner. Gave it up front to Bromley. Bromley, long shot. Blocked by Robert. Robert to Haley. Haley chasing it down with Olsen. Good play by McCullough to keep that ball in. Bart DeVos. Spins. Takes a shot. It's blocked. DeVos now just bangs it into the corner. Josh Haley behind the net. Knocked down again. He's been knocked down a lot this game. Here comes Helmrich. Helmrich tries to get it over to Martinko, but he can't. DeVos working against Helmrich. DeVos still with it. Spins away from Helmrich. All the way down, and that's going to be icing. DeVos wasn't too happy with that icing call, but I think it was probably the right call. He's looking for a change, I think. 8:13 to play. Here in the third period. DeVos. Off the board, Halig watched by Walker. Halig gets it up. That's going to get outside the zone. Gil Bromley over to the other side to Mats Olsen. Olsen to Martinko. Watched by Robert. Robert gets there first, takes the ball away. Goes back the other way for Gil Bromley. Brandon McCullough. Ryan McCullough. Oh, here we go. We got some room for Martinko. Martinko coming in alone. Martinko, good save by Wolford. Here's Walker with the rebound. Brandon McCullough working on the boards. That pass was knocked down. Martel, though, was going to get there. Martel centered it. Martinko against McCullough. There's Martinko again. Shot. Nice save by Wolford. Wolford just keeps standing in tall. All the way out to Martel. Martel has some room. Comes in. Passes to Brandon McCullough. Brandon. Shot. Good save by Zwankowski. Sprawling save. Rare breakdown for the Nords. Kahn. Ryan McCullough to Brandon McCullough. Brandon tries to hit Martel. Doesn't work. Martel's getting tired, you can tell. Here's Cervani. Cervani comes in. Shot. Just missed. Gil Bromley back on the other side to Gil Bromley. Gil scores! Screen shot. I don't think Wolford ever saw it. We have a timeout with 6:15 to play. Gil Bromley from Will Bromley. It's 4-3, Najim. The Nords have just taken the lead. So the Balls of Steel team today, as you know, they've been playing without Ryan Carey in the playoffs. He failed to get the requisite 4 games in. He played 3. They've also been without Joey Delgado, services of Joey Delgado for this game. He's been out with some kind of injury. Colin Helmrich, centered for Cervani, gets it. Good play by Halig to get that up and out. Brandon McCullough with a little bit of room. Brandon McCullough now. Centered it for Smith, for Halig, didn't quite work. Colin Helmrich gets away from Halig once, but now Halig's back on him. And Halig will just ice it. Ryan McCullough goes on into the corner for Helmrich. Josh Halig gets there first. Halig behind the net. Tried to get it back to Ryan McCullough, didn't work. And Now here's some room for Helmerts. Helmerts. Shot goes into the corner. Ryan McCullough watched by Martinko. Martinko makes one move. He has some room. Martinko comes in. He's tripped. That's going to be a penalty. I don't see how you give one team more than the other here, and I don't see how Martinko is still on the floor. He got tripped. He definitely looked like he threw a stick at him. It should be a trip and a rough to McCullough. And maybe a double minor rough for Martinko. Hey, let's go! Let's get this game going! Three on three, it looks like, for 2 minutes. And then it's going to be 4 on 3 for 2 minutes. All the way back. So at 250, it's 3 on 3 for 250. Both teams have a lot of speed out here. 4-3, Balls of Steel lead. Ryan McCullough. McCullough makes a room. Watched by Cervani. Gets it back to DeVos. DeVos, trouble handling the pass. Helmerich behind the net. Will Brownlee up to Colin Helmerich. Helmerich shot, nice stop by Wolford. Nice one-timer setup by Helmerich, but it went wide. Cervani's shot was wide. We got about 30 seconds left, and then we're going to have a power play for the Nords for 2 minutes. Oh, come on. I guess I don't understand making that call, to be honest with you, at this point in the game. Not after the first goal of the game, early in the game. Yeah, we do 4-on-2s. I go back to that original goal of the game, first goal of the game. Martel got knocked down behind the net, and there was no call. So I don't understand why you let that go, but then you call that here with 1 minute left. It seems there are 4-on-2s are fine. No, we have 4-on-2s. I don't know about that. Okay. All right, so now we're up to 4-on-2. Smith and McCullough out there 2-on-4. Ryan McCullough trying to get loose. Shot wide. 2 minutes left to play. Balls of Steel need a miracle with 2 men in the box, down by a goal. .150 left. That shot goes wide. Martinko. Shot scores. 5-3. It's a 2-goal game now. This game's sort of... Here's Will Brownlee. Shot off the bar. Martinko. Here's the Olsen. Olsen shot scores! Top corner. 2 power play goals. Well, we know this one now is going to the Nordiques. They lead 6-3. They were down 3-2. They've scored 4 straight goals here in the third. 2 of them on the power play here in the last couple minutes to sort of put a stamp on this one. We'll try, hopefully nothing happens out here in the next couple seconds. There's the trip, no call. Didn't really matter at this point. There's only a few seconds left to play in the game. That's offside. That's it. That's game. 6-3 is the final.